The two young brothers on Two Brothers Same Mother podcast are not professionals. Their thoughts, ideas, and theories expressed on this podcast are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to a new episode of Two Brothers.
Same mother.
With D.
There we go. Hey, another episode, another day. We got a new one on deck, and I'm just going to go ahead and announce it. D is officially part of the crew. So it's no more duo. It's a trio. I thought he's going to hit the claps, the applause. So welcome everybody to a new episode. We're going to start out with home life this week. And I know we had some world travelers. So Will, what happened this week with you, man?
Man, I got to hang out in Louisville for a little while. We had a conference, and it's pretty much work. You know, they made some changes. Downtown, man, got to be a part of the gentrification process, and you know how it is, man. Once you get past certain street downtown, it can get real hood in Louisville.
Oh, West End, go to the West Side.
They started to knock a lot of those buildings down, and you're seeing all these high-end restaurants and stuff on the opposite side of that, and it's just kind of crazy, man. It looks nice, but I don't know. It's just kind of sad because it's not a lot of people that look like us that's owning these businesses that are coming into those areas. But I'm gonna kick it to D. What'd you do this week, D?
Oh man, just work. You know, got off the road. I was in Georgia the week before, so she went back to work and was surprised I had training. I didn't realize I had, and they've added some extra duties on to my job now, so it was pretty exciting. Learned some new stuff, and, you know, so that's about it. Darius cut out on me. He's gone to Orlando for a week.
Cool.
And KJ was sick, but he's back up at it. So
Good.
you know, same old.
Cool. All right. So Chris, what's up with you in home life?
Nothing big, man. Just getting ready to go back to school and trying to get everybody situated. And you know, my line guys came by this week, man, checked on me, and because last time they came by, I was in the hospital. So everybody, you know, they came and chopped it up and we talked, man. And you know, good brothers, man. But they work hard, bro, and they was done with the yard in like 30 minutes.
Dang.
You know, my yard big, but they ride a line more weed eat, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Golf course. My front yard like a golf course. My backyard is a dirt patch because won't let it grow because all the pine trees, pine needles.
Yeah.
Yeah, the backyard is for dogs. Go poop, go pee. Yeah. Watch the stray dogs that come across here that are scary and then want to bark. After they done run 15 yards, they turn around and start barking. I was like, y'all punks, man. Get out my yard, cuz. You didn't come and bite me, you ran and then barked.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that was my week in a nutshell.
Good. Sound like a good week. Appreciate y'all jumping in there, sharing what's been going on with y'all. But this might be my favorite segment, so we'll go ahead and jump into it. I've got 5 different news topics,
Bruh.
and I'm gonna let Chris and D go back and forth to decide if they think it's real news or if it's no news. First story is Damon Wayans said Dave Chappelle gives speeches, not specials. Real news or no news? Let me kick it off with D. What you think, D? Real news, no
Oh,
news.
That's no news. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. That's all they do. He give conferences. He don't. David Chappelle is not funny to me at all. Nothing about him is funny. Except for that jumpsuit he wear, that green one that he zip up in the front. That's the only thing funny to me. That's it. He just talks. Nothing about, I mean, no.
Yeah, I
That's my
have one of those
opinion.
green jumpsuits.
If you ever allow me to see it.
Oh, I don't wear it. It's put up. It's part of my military stuff. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't wear
Okay, sorry. Straight face.
All right,
My
Chris.
bad.
All right, Chris, what about you? What do you think? Real news, no news. Damon Wayans says Chappelle gives speeches and they're not specials.
Dave and I are close in age. We're only like 2 years apart. So I've been following his comedy since I heard about him in the late 90s. Before he got on TV shows and stuff, and then later Chappelle Show, which changed the course of comedy as far as you took two people with Key and Peele and did try to do the same show. But Jordan Peele is a co-writer, so that's the reason why that worked, because that dude is just a legendary mind. But it is TED Talkish. But however, I get the comedy and some of his satire, because that's what he's doing. It's comedy because he can flip it to make it funny, but a lot of it is impactful when you think about it from his point of view. So I agree. It's a bit of a TED Talk kind of just, him speaking, but it's also the art of storytelling, which I think that's where it kills, where you got a Kevin Hart that's very animated and high-pitched voice, and then you got other comedians out there that are super smooth, but then they hit you with something raunchy. But Dave is he's on a pace. He's got a good pace, good cadence. But yeah, it is kind of speechless in nature, but still, he's, in my book, he's on my Mount Rushmore of comedy, just because you give up probably $100 million to come back to get $30 million, but then you really make over $100 million outside of Netflix, because what does his shows cost? Yeah. When he did the Hollywood Bowl, a month and a half ago, how much was that? Just saying.
Yeah. So what you call it? Real news or no news?
Nah, I call it no news because it's an opinion, not real news, because it's not. It has no validity of anything. It's just his opinion of somebody. So it's no news. And plus, Damon Wayans now is healthy and he's getting back on the road too. So excuse me, that's kind of a little like, don't go watch him for $500. Come watch me for $200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I don't think I'd spend $200 on him either. For real.
No, I gotta see his, because back in the day, he was that kind of comic too, like a Kevin Hart, like a loud, different, just energetic. And now that he's older, how's that gonna look? He's in the 60s now. How's that gonna look?
Ooh.
I don't know. Let me toss number 2 to you guys.
Toss it.
Biden is under pressure from his own party. He fires back as 2024 questions persist. So Biden being under fire from the Democratic Party, you feel like that is real news or no news? What's your thoughts?
I would say that's real news, just because he's supposed to be the head. And we all know if the head ain't good, But but why are you laughing? I'm serious. But
y'all know if the head ain't what kind of podcast we running?
Yeah. Pose.
Edit that now.
No, I'm serious.
This was made for children.
See, there you go. Now, all right, David Chappelle, you done threw a little nasty in there. No, I'm serious though. Like we talking about Biff from Back to the Future. Like in his tracksuit. Like for real. This man looks just like Biff. We'll come back, man. You can't keep doing that. You can't keep dipping in and out. No, for real. And this man is no, he's struggling. And I would be concerned too.
Yeah.
Like for real. He needs several naps. Like for real, when Obama was in office, this man came in with a full head of black hair. When he left, it was solid white. Like seriously, there needs to be an age limit on what your age as far as what you can be as far as a president. Why are you looking up? But like seriously, because he's struggling. He can't even walk upstairs, y'all. They have to make cards for him that he got backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like he's showing us what the card is saying, and he guessing on what's on the other side. Like I'm serious. I'm serious. The only time I've seen this man have excitement is when he's talking to a woman, and then his wife got to come get him and say, "Hey, let's go. That's enough." You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, I would be concerned. I
would not play cards with him.
Yeah, like he's overseas talking to people. We don't know what he's saying. Like it's concerning. Hell, they could be talking, he go sleep. And we don't know. Like seriously. But yeah, that's news. We got a problem. We got a whole problem. Okay.
All right, CEO, what's your thing? D say it's news. What do you say it is?
I'm gonna flip it to no news because the Democratic Party is trash. They're trash. And I'll tell you why the Democratic Party is trash. They sell you a dream for 18 months, and then when in office, nothing ever happens. You know, Republicans always go with the money, the financial aspect of the United States, which works if you are, investing, business owner, all those things. But the Democratic Party promises so much. And the word Democrat is democracy. That means everybody gets a piece. Everybody gets a say. It tells to vote. You say vote from local all the way up to, the highest level, which is the presidency, but nothing changes. So for them to talk about Biden and the way they parade around sometime, like throwing it in the Republicans' face that they have a Democratic president, but yet they do nothing with it. Yeah, it's no news, man. Democrats need to hush. They need to get their grassroots people up in local areas to be making the change versus always putting the blame on somebody else, because that's what Democrats do. They blame everybody. Republicans hide their hand. They throw the rock and hide their hand. But Democrats blame everybody when something doesn't happen that they want or something that they champion when they are the ones that are responsible. If you put bills and stuff in his face and he don't sign them, it's on him. But when you don't really have anything to stand on, it's no news. Keep it moving, man. What's next?
All right. All right, we'll lighten it back up again. Grandma is wheeled onto the wedding dance floor, but she's only given a half-hearted spin before her grandchild sets back down. Real news and no news. They out here doing these grandmas dirty in the street. What y'all think about that?
Crickets.
Hit it for me, D. What do you think? You ain't got nothing for it?
Yeah, I think.
Let me tell y'all something.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell y'all something.
Shoot the shots fired.
You mean tell me they done wheeled Meemaw out there on the floor and give her a half spin and went sit down? So was she left out there by herself when they did it?
That's trash.
Oh man.
That's
Oh man.
trash.
Oh man, hold me, mom. See, I'm gonna say this though, seriously. All jokes aside, I don't like how we treat older people. Like seriously, their minds aren't the same, their bodies aren't the same. Like you know what I'm saying? And we treat them like they castaways. They could have spanned her twice, kissed her on her forehead, and wheeled her back over to the side before they sat down. Like for real. I wish one of mine would. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let Austin spin me halfway and go sit down. I'm gonna wheel over there and run right over his feet. I'm telling you right now. Spin me like I'm a has been. I got to do this. It's granny. They making me do this. I can just imagine.
Yeah.
Man, that made me angry. I love old people. If you talk to old people, oh, man, they are hilarious.
And life is not hard when you, sorry, D. Life's not hard when you listen to old people, like really listen to them. Yeah. They'll give you some keys to the game that you already know, but when you hear them say it, you looking like, man, you 80 something years old. And you got still got this game. It's real news and no news. Real news because he left her. It's no news because that's what a kid will do. Like that should have been somebody grown do that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody have a real relationship, not somebody that's forced. And let's give the youngster some credit. Maybe he really doesn't spend any time with me. Maybe their relationship isn't what it is. So he's not going to be intent to do the right thing because you know how we get down. If we had to do that for Auntie Betty. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna grab her hands and do a little dance, stand in front of her wheelchair. Like we're not gonna just wheel you out there doing 180, and they probably turn her back towards the crowd. Like she's not even looking at people dancing at this point. Because you gotta push them out forward. Then you turn them around to look at the people she just left from and to do what?
I want to know who was in charge of the timeline, who said put Meemaw out there with Billy. You know what I'm saying? I want to know who was in charge because they need their ass whooped. They know Billy's a jerk. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably somebody that does too much. You know, you always got that family member that does too much. And they probably like, just go grab Meemaw real quick.
Well, I know
Billy didn't know what he was doing.
I know who it wasn't in charge of that timeline, and that's Visions by Deborah. So if you have any needs for your marriage and you need a consultant, feel free to reach out.
Visions by Deborah. And also at this time, we want to take time to also say, hey, like, subscribe, and click the bell. So you get a reminder when this premieres midnight Monday. So that way you'll be
comment.
Ready.
Comment down below.
I think until we get something like and I'm not everybody, I'm not saying this is bad, but once we start giving promotions and those things, I know people will start doing it then. But now that you're a cast member, you used to be faithfully sending stuff, and we've had other people do it. So what I'm gonna do is probably August, sometime September, probably cash up the folks that has hooked us up. A little change.
Don't cut that out of my check.
Oh no, it's not coming out of your check. This is coming out of petty cash. It's coming out of petty cash.
Yeah. I'm glad Will's screen back. His was frozen for a minute.
Oh no.
No, it wasn't. He was on a hard pause.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
All right, the next one. Ivana Trump death is ruled as accidental. Real news or no news?
Chris, you wanna hit this one?
Yo, you wanna start it off?
No news.
Oh wow.
That's it. No news.
That was how you really feel. All right, D, what you think?
I have to agree. It's another lady who no news.
That is PC. Good job. Where is it? Put the hand claps right there. Good job.
Oh man. All right. Here's the last one.
Uh-oh.
All right. Now we've got a new side effect to the COVID vaccine, so it may cause irregular periods in women. Is that real news or no news? So COVID's out here affecting women's menstrual cycles. Real news, no news. Go ahead and tackle that, D. What you think?
Our shit been irregular. This is nothing new. I'm just saying. Our hormones are jugglers. So, you know what I'm saying? It happens. That ain't nothing new.
All right.
Ain't nothing new.
See y'all.
But okay, sorry.
No, go ahead, but
Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, finish.
No, I was just gonna say, between COVID, vaccines, boosters, just it's horrible. It's horrible. It's all messing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Next week they'll tell y'all can't get hard because of the vaccine. So, you know.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's real news. That's real news. I like the what off camera. That was classic. What?
He know he ain't vaccinated anyway.
Look, my Peter don't Peter no more.
I'll die before COVID takes away my erections.
Y'all stupid.
Go ahead, Chris. What's your thing? Real news,
me around here soft serve.
Oh man.
Real news, no news. It's real news, man, because I know some people, I ain't gonna say no names, but they suffer from, excessive bleeding during that period. And for something like this to happen, like, dude, but I mean, that's what happens when we're a part of the big pharma process. Pills, push a pill. Man, I can't wait to go to the doctor on Tuesday because they got me on so many pills, bro. I'm like, oh my, like my urine smells like a pharmacy. Like after I pee, I can smell me. And I'm drinking water all day. I do a, juice in the morning. Man, that smell don't go away. I smell like the hospital. So, just trapped in that big pharma game all the time of, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. Y'all knew about COVID before COVID hit.
Yeah.
Y'all could have been doing something, but they sit back, man, because they wait for contracts. They wait for the bread to come in. They wait for that $1 billion to drop before they start doing anything.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on. Because there's got to be a greater need for us to recoup. Calm down. And, Pfizer and everybody, Johnson Johnson, man, they balling right now, man. They are balling. You hear me?
Yeah.
The money paid out for that, but yeah, man, it's real news. And I just pray that women are paying attention to that and making sure if they are having some irregular effects to that, they're going to get checked out. Hopefully, working with their doctor, they can find a way to mitigate or make sure that they know what's going on instead of, having these symptoms of additional period times in between when they're supposed to have it and just saying, maybe I'm stressed. No, go get checked. Go get checked.
So let's go ahead and transition from there to sports on sports. First topic we're gonna tackle is Lamar Jackson not being a top 10 QB. Now, before y'all jump into this and y'all go back and forth, I'm gonna throw some stats out there. His completion percentage over these past few years, he's been in the league over 64% completion percentage. He's thrown for over 9,000 yards. He's got 84 touchdowns he scored and 31 interceptions. But when you look at playoffs, he dips. In the 4 playoff games that I looked up that he was in, he's had 3 touchdowns, 5 picks, and his completion percentage drops down to about 55, 56%. Is Lamar Jackson a top 10 QB in the NFL? What's your thoughts, Steve?
No, Buckwheat falls under pressure. That's what you just said. Stats are great, but when it's on the line, he folds. Folds like an envelope. Just,
Oh my God!
you know, I don't know. I am not a Lamar Jackson fan. I just not. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing personal. I just don't respect this game at all. I just really don't. He tries. I feel like he doesn't get. Even though you read the stats, I feel like he does a lot of access running that he shouldn't do. Have people wide open, he won't throw it to them. You know what I'm saying? He tries to save the day, and he puts his body in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? How many concussions did he have last year, or how many times did he get hurt last year for putting himself out there? And the concept of a team is to utilize people. And when you feel like you're supposed to carry it on your back, you're not giving other people, ways to show their talent. You know what I'm saying? You're just, I don't know, I don't care for Buckwheat. And I need them to put that shit in 2 braids, straight back, or put it in a bun like Chris's. It's horrible. Man, I don't know what's worse, Westbrook in a dress or Lamar Jackson's hair. I don't know what's worse. But that's all I got to say.
Hey, comment below. Which is worse, Westbrook in the dress or Lamar Jackson's hair?
Call that man Buck to the
Comment below. Comment below. All right, so that's a hard one to follow, man.
There's a stranger danger.
What's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts?
Man, after D said everything, man, I was like, man, I don't even like Lamar Jackson, but no, seriously. Lamar's dope. And I watched him at Louisville, and when they started talking about all of his excessive running, his final year at Louisville, he threw for 300 plus yards every game. Like, he gave Florida State and Clemson the business. These were all teams that had at least 11 dudes on the whole team that were going to the league, in the top 4 rounds. The biggest thing I have with Lamar is they put him in an offense that limits his true capability of being able to pass the ball. Like, they always protect. And I know what it is. We know what it is. We ain't got to say it out loud, because once upon a time it was perceived that a certain quarterback didn't have the mental aptitude to play the position. So I think they take what they see as your greatest skill, which is his feet, and they don't allow him to be a quarterback. Like, I think some of those he would throw away, but like D said, the pressure is so much on him. Instead of using the people around you, you do it yourself. And what does that sound like to all of y'all? Get it from the mud. You gotta be tougher than every. It's what we are sold at birth, and then when you become an adult and you're at your dream, at your goal, and you're trying to do it at the highest level, nobody can do it like you. So you don't trust anybody but you with it. That's like people that are entertainers and they don't have managers because they do their own deals. But you got to have a team in order to be successful, and you got to utilize that team. So D's absolutely right. Like, Lamar has to be the type of quarterback that makes you look bad, not with just his feet, but with where he throws the ball and how he positions the team. Because everybody knows he can run, but how about if he gets elusive and he's moving in the backfield and all of a sudden, man, you're thinking this dude's going to take off, and bloop, he just flips 115 yards to a wide open person and they do the work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree with you there. Shock me, please. Shock me.
So we'll see how going into this final year of his rookie deal, if they don't get him signed, we'll see what he does. And they might end up losing him, but they want to keep him. But it's hard in the NFL now with all these, Randy Watson, $251 million contracts guaranteed. It's kind of hard to keep somebody, a broke Mayfield going down to Carolina. I got to watch that joker this year. Being so close to Charlotte, they'll either show the Charlotte game. I was about to say the Bobcats. They'll show the Charlotte or Atlanta. So I had to watch him this year, which I'm not looking forward to it. I like watching Cam try to come back.
No,
it's not. Nah.
All right, something you said.
My God.
Yeah, exactly.
Something you said, man, is that players need a team to be successful. Now, that's a good segue to the conversation about KD. As you know, we talked about a couple weeks ago, he threw his name in the hat and said, hey, I want to be traded. I'm gonna go through a list of teams, and I want you guys to tell me what team out of these teams I give you, which would you like to see KD on? All right, you don't have to tell me who they're trade for, all that. You don't have to go into that, but just which team would you like to see KD go to? So I've got Utah, LA, Miami, or New York. Out of those four teams, Utah, LA, Miami, and New York, where would you like to see KD end up? And I'll pitch it to you first, Chris, this time. What do you think?
Was one of those just throw him in a ditch and cover it up? Was one of them? Let me go back to it.
Nah.
So he's too big for Utah. He wants to be LeBron. He wants to be better than LeBron, excuse me. Miami with Jimmy Butler and Bam, and they're going to pay Udonis Haslem 12 Snickers to sit on the bench again this year. That one would be tough because of all the alpha dogs. I ain't talking about no play. Because Jimmy might fold him up. UD might fold him up. New York, what they got, but how much they're going to give up. So that's the three. Miami would be the best because I think that's automatic win now. Even with giving Hero and a couple other pieces away, they would have to give at least three players and like 3 or 4 picks, back to Brooklyn. But yeah, Miami would probably be the best to win now, but LA, he can't play with Bron. Let's just keep that for All-Star. New York, nope. Because they really don't have nothing, and they gave Brunson way too much money. Like his game, but they gave Brunson way too much money. 2 years he did evolve, but this year was out of necessity because if Tim Hardaway Jr. never gets hurt, we don't see this Brunson. We don't see it. That's not taking anything away from it. It's just when opportunity presents itself. What's the best ability? Availability. So if you're there, you're going to get an opportunity. So, yeah, Miami probably would be the best fit, but, oh, boy, that alpha male, that brute is strong there. They don't play. You got 2 alpha dogs almost about to fight. One's 9,000, and the other one's at that ripe age of 32 where that's your best basketball. It's kind of crazy. So, D, what you think? What place? What place KD should land or would be the best fit?
Utah.
If they keep Donovan Mitchell.
Why would you put him in Utah? I want to know.
Leave me alone.
I want to know why. Why?
Chris said throw him over there and bury
him.
No, seriously, no. Every other team has, like Chris said, already strong force. Like you can't go in there as KD and expect to run something. Like it's already being ran. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to go in as, hey, I'm here to help. He's going to try to lead, and they're not going to respect him. You know what I'm saying? So he's already tried jumping in on other people's teams to make them better, which Golden State already proved that, hey, we don't need you. Like, we can work together and get this to happen. So he need to go somewhere where he can lead and got people that'll follow. It's just That's how I feel. Because LeBron don't want him. I talked to LeBron the other day, and he said he's shut up, KJ. He said he's over it. He can't come over here. Like we cool. We Snapchat every now and then, but no,
That's cool.
it's too many of us over here. So
that's cool.
You know.
Shout out to little cousin LeBron. Everybody like, yeah, shop is no, you're not cousin.
Hey, when we get off the pod, I'm gonna need you to give me that number because I just want to talk to him. I don't need no sneakers.
No, for real, you don't have it?
No.
Like you don't have it?
No.
Hey man.
I got a question. I got a question.
What's your question?
What in the Transformers is coming out of that closet back there? There is something poking out of the closet. And it has really got me like, what is that, a robot? What is it looked like something about to wave. It's like, what is that? KJ, what is it?
Uncle Ronnie's belt.
Oh Jesus.
It is. KJ got a belt just like Uncle Ronnie's.
That's
why everybody
cool,
get quiet?
Hey, we're going to move it to next, man.
We're going to go ahead and go to the ride home. We're going to the ride home.
Oh,
maybe
my God.
We're coming back.
She did not.
Sports on sports. That's pretty cool.
She did not.
Uncle Chris wanted to know what was that hanging out the closet.
She did not.
That's pretty cool.
She did not.
I tell you.
Whew.
Oh,
there we go. There we go.
The champ is here.
Yeah. There we go. Congratulations on the hard work and effort in becoming the World Wrestling Federation champion.
Yep, all yayas everywhere.
All right. Let's go ahead and get back on track. Let's go ahead and get back on track. On the ride home, Chris is giving us the hush sound, so we running low on time. So let me start with D. What you got next week that you're looking forward to, or even something you're a little anxious about, or just anything next week that's going on that's important to you?
Next week, I have a job interview on Wednesday at 3:30. Yeah.
What? Let me pull KJ when he was a little kid. What?
yeah. I'm gonna try to get a second gig. Monday through Thursday. MSSC, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm gonna try to ease in there and get a little extra cash somewhere else.
Man, gotcha. Where's your interview at?
Oh, it's just Walmart or Stalker.
Oh, okay.
But can't beat $16 an hour just to put a box on the shelf. So, yeah.
Follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. That's about it.
Cool. CO, what about you, man? What's going on next week?
Nothing, man. Football practice, work. Yep. I live a pretty quiet life. I've let a lot of things go. I don't concern myself with everything. I just let stuff go, and there's a God, He provides. So I don't tarry.
Cool.
What up with you, man?
Oh man, same old same, man. Family, work, church, the big three. Nothing major, nothing different.
The trifecta.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
All right, man. It's been another episode of Two Brothers.
Same mother.
With D.
We're done. And y'all stay blessed, man. Take care. Peace.
Deuce.
I hate you, baby.